everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Ben Loves Playing with His Owner. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Every morning, the sun peeked through the curtains, painting the room with soft golden light. That was the moment Ben had been waiting for. His fluffy ears twitched, his little tail wagged furiously, and his bright eyes sparkled with excitement. To Ben, mornings meant one thing: playtime with his beloved owner. The moment his owner stirred in bed, Ben would bounce up with a happy bark. He would circle around, his paws tapping the floor like little drum beats. Sometimes he would bring his favorite toy, an old squeaky ball that had lost most of its squeak but none of its charm. With a gentle nudge, Ben would push the ball toward the bed, silently saying, "Come on, let's play." His owner would laugh sleepily, reaching down to pat his soft fur. Ben adored that sound of laughter. It was like music to him. Soon, they would head outside into the garden. The fresh morning breeze carried the scent of flowers and grass, and Ben would dart around, chasing butterflies and rolling in the grass. But no matter how many new things caught his attention, his eyes always returned to his owner. Playing fetch in the morning was Ben's favorite ritual. His little legs would sprint as fast as they could, ears flapping like tiny wings, as he chased after the ball. When he finally grabbed it in his mouth, he would trot back proudly, tail wagging so hard it looked like it might fall off. His owner always clapped and praised him, and Ben felt like the happiest dog in the world. For Ben, life was simple but perfect. A ball, some sunshine, and, most importantly, his owner's love. That was all he ever needed. As the day moved on, Ben's energy never seemed to fade. While his owner worked at the desk, Ben often curled up by his feet, resting quietly, but always keeping one eye open. The sound of typing was calming, and Ben would nap peacefully. But the moment his owner stood up or stretched, Ben's head popped up like a spring. His tail thumped against the floor, and he was ready for the next adventure. Sometimes, they would go for long walks in the neighborhood. Ben loved those walks because they meant new smells, new sights, and sometimes even new friends. The rustling trees, the birds chirping, and the distant laughter of children made the world feel magical. Ben walked proudly beside his owner, occasionally stopping to sniff a patch of flowers or greet another dog. There was one park in particular that Ben adored. It had a big open field where he could run as fast as he wanted. His owner would throw sticks or frisbees, and Ben would chase them with all his might, his paws pounding the ground and his tongue lolling happily. He never grew tired of it, because each throw felt like a brand new adventure. On some afternoons, his owner would surprise him with a game of hide-and-seek. Ben's sharp nose always found him, but the game filled their hearts with joy. Every time Ben discovered his owner behind a tree or a bench, he would leap forward with a happy bark, as if saying, "I found you. Don't ever hide from me again." To Ben, the afternoons weren't just about running and playing. They were about being together. Whether it was chasing a frisbee, exploring new paths, or simply lying under a tree with his head on his owner's lap, every moment was special. It was in those simple adventures that Ben's love for his owner shined brightest. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Ben's energy slowly softened into calm contentment. Evening time was quieter, but it was no less precious to him. After a day of running, fetching, and exploring, Ben would curl up on the couch next to his owner. His warm little body pressed close, and he sighed happily as if to say, "This is my favorite place in the world." Sometimes, they would watch TV together. Ben didn't really understand the moving pictures on the screen, but he loved the sound of his owner's laughter. Other times, his owner would read a book while absent-mindedly scratching behind Ben's ears. That gentle touch was like magic. It made Ben's eyes grow heavy, and he drifted into peaceful dreams. But even in his dreams, Ben was playing. He dreamed of chasing balls across endless fields, of running beside his owner, of hearing that sweet, familiar laughter. It was proof of how deeply Ben's heart was connected to the joy of being together. When it was finally bedtime, Ben would hop up onto his special little blanket near his owner's bed. He would curl into a fluffy ball, eyes slowly closing. Before sleep claimed him, he always made sure his owner was close by. To Ben, nothing in the world mattered more than knowing his best friend was safe and near. The day might have ended, But Ben knew that tomorrow would bring another sunrise, another game of fetch, another adventure, and another chance to be loved. And that was the most wonderful thing in the world for him. Ben's story reminds us of the simple, yet powerful joy that comes from genuine connection and shared moments. In a world where people are often distracted by work, technology, and endless responsibilities, it's easy to forget the importance of slowing down and cherishing the present. Ben doesn't need expensive toys or complicated plans. His happiness comes from time spent with his owner, whether it's playing fetch, going for a walk, or simply resting together. This is a valuable lesson for modern life. True happiness is often found in the simplest things and in the relationships we nurture daily. Like Ben, we should treasure quality time with the people and pets who matter most, because those moments create lasting memories and deepen bonds. Instead of constantly chasing after what we don't have, we can learn to appreciate what we already do: love, laughter, and companionship. Making space in our busy schedules for family, friends, or even quiet time with a pet can reduce stress and bring balance to our lives. Just as Ben finds joy in every sunrise and every game, we too can find fulfillment by being present, grateful, and open to life's small but meaningful moments.